everybody, welcome back to another video of Chalk Baby. I'm Vicki and I'm an independent consultant for Chalk Couture. And tonight, of course, since it's Halloween weekend, we are going to do a Halloween project. I of course wanted to get on all week long with you guys and do a live, but I was busy doing other things, and on top of it procrastinating and putting things off and trying to do things for work, doing things for my daughter. So this weekend is her birthday and I'm on late tonight only because she had friends over and they just went to the store. So I'm popping on and doing a project until, well, hopefully they give me enough time to finish it at least. So let me get you on my computer and I'll show you what we're going to be doing. I hope everyone is doing good and is excited about Halloween this weekend. I'm not looking forward to setting our clocks back. I know that. That just means that we are going to have more darkness. And turn the volume off. If you come in, say hi to me. I'd be very happy to say hi back. I'd love to see those who show up to watch my videos. Tonight we are doing this awesome transfer. It's called Witches Go Riding. It says, when witches go riding and black cats are seen, the moon laughs and whispers till near Halloween. I thought this would be perfect for tonight, and I'm going to do it on a large Chalk Couture surface. It's one of our Grayson boards. It's our Grayson white frame. Let me see the size here. I marked it on the back so I knew. 18.5 by 24.5 Grayson. And they all have the hangers on them. These are really sturdy boards. You can do a vertical or a horizontal, and you just have to, make sure that when you do these, though, that your hanger is on the top, whichever way you're going to work with it. So that's why I'm kind of checking the back, too, is so that I lay it down the right way. 18.5 by 24.5, that is super big. You could do anything with this. I love it. This is probably, actually, it is the largest board I've worked on. So... oh, hold on a second. I gotta let my cat out of the room. I shut the door and they can't get out. There you go, kitty. Oh. I opened the door to let one cat out and another one comes in. Oh well. Alright, so I'm also going to be working with our Skull Demask transfer. And if you see up close there, it's got these little skulls in it. It is so neat. How would you like to have that for your wallpaper at home? It can be done. I've seen people chalk on their walls. Let me open these up. And I need to turn the camera down so you guys can see what I see. So you can watch me work. Hope you guys had a good week. Happy Friday night. Hopefully there's exciting haunted houses and events for you guys where you're at. Here, there's nothing. I live in a small town, and other than drinking at the bar, there's nothing else to do, really. No Halloween events. The next town over is having a haunted trail, but I heard that's not even worth the money, so we will just stay home and chalk and get things done, right? Hang out with my daughter for her birthday. Now I've opened up, I'm going to move the camera now. I've opened up my transfer and I'm getting ready to peel it off the backer sheet. Is everyone liking the cooler weather? I know I'm not liking that either. This isn't my favorite time of the year, to be honest. I like it until it starts getting cold. Now you just want to pull this off carefully so that you don't double it over on itself. And I am going to lay it sticky side up for right now because we need to get some of that sticky off. Because if I put that right down on my surface right now, what would happen is that the transfer would stick too hard to the surface and it could ruin the adhesive and wreck your transfer and get stuck to that surface. So we don't want that to happen. I had my, oh, here it is. We have these fancy fuzzing cloths on our website. One side is for drying and the other side is a loopy side. It's for fuzzing. So we want to actually put some fuzz onto our transfer to get some of that sticky off. And I promise you that sometimes, I don't know, maybe I need to run mine through the laundry because it doesn't seem to have that pull that it should have. Oh, don't want wrinkles. And I'm only really sticking one side of this transfer onto the surface for now. So I'm not going to worry about fuzzing the whole thing. Actually, I'm not even fuzzing the right side. Oh, hold on. Come on, baby, don't get stuck. Gotta catch it before it sits on there too long or it'll really stick to itself. I guess I'll just go ahead and fuzz the whole thing because I was fuzzing the wrong side that I needed. I have other Halloween projects planned out and I'm hoping to at least get on one or two more times before tomorrow is over with to do a couple of those for you. I haven't had much chance lately to chalk anything. I would love to be one of those people that can sit at home and chalk all day. Even when I'm at home sometimes I'm just, not that I'm unmotivated and I don't want to chalk, it's just I sit around thinking of the hundreds of things that I want to do, that takes up all of my time and I don't get any of it done. Alright, so it's still pretty sticky. This thing, maybe if I'm going to try the drying side and see if that helps at all. Sometimes it actually does, but there we go. Just press a little harder, I guess. There, that's working a little better. Kitty, leave my stuff alone. Alright. So, what my plan is I'm only going to use 2 strips of these on each side. Because I just have enough space. When I put this other transfer down in the center, I'll have enough space for 2 lines. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just kind of centered here. Let me set this down. My light is kind of shining all over the place here. I'm trying not to get too much of a glare so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm not going to be too picky as long as it's fairly straight. There's nothing to really center except there's going to be a little gap at the top and a little gap at the bottom. And you want those, you know, common sense says you want those about the same. And I'm only going to be doing 2 rows. Oh, got a couple air bubbles. You want to just make sure that it's all smoothed out, no bubbles. Alright, now the colors that I chose to use for this project is our Shimmer Silver, our Orange Peel, Citrus Splash, our bright white, and I'm going to throw in some Raspberry Sorbet. I thought those were pretty Halloween-y colors. And I think for the outside, I'm going to use, I think I want to do it in the green. Let me get some stir sticks and squeegees. Oh, this one looks like it's going to need some water. When it gets pretty, it's not really dried out, but when it gets on the drier side, you're going to want to add some distilled or spring water to your chalk paste. Throw out some squeegees. Going to need some stir sticks. And get this one all stirred up. Have you guys picked out your costumes? Are you even dressing up this year? Wish I knew everybody's plans. I'm going to be honest, I'm not the most social person, so I don't know what everybody's got planned this year. Like I said, I'm just staying home. Alright, this looks pretty good and whipped. You want it kind of like a mousse texture. Some people say cake batter, pudding, sour cream. Something like that. Just like a creamy, moist consistency. Alright, so let's see here. This outside is going to be no problem, so I'm going to use the bigger squeegee and get some of that done. When we get closer to the inside here, I think I'm going to use a smaller squeegee so I don't go into that next row that I don't want. And I'm just going to pull it right down through. And then this transfer has some lines and like little bits in it for detail in the transfer. They've made it look like it's distressed. So when you get a transfer like this and you see little specks or little lines of that teal colored transfer, they're supposed to be there because that's just part of the design, which I think is way cooler anyway, especially for Halloween or like the rustic farmhouse look. And you want to be fairly quick with paste because it dries fast. Let's see. I'm getting closer to that edge. And I'm going to switch squeegees now and go for a smaller one and just get those edges like I talked about. And I'm probably going to have to go back down through because I know there's a couple spots already that I went out of the area that I wanted. Trying to pick what sections I want to do and what I don't. All right, I think I got it. I better peel it up before I start getting into trouble here. Because if you wait too long, the chalk will dry to that transfer. And I just really hope that I didn't do that. So far, so good. Yay, that looks pretty good. Let me get this stuff out of the way. I have no room on this surface whatsoever, or on this tabletop whatsoever, for such a large surface. Ta-da! Okay. So some of it did come up in pieces, but I'm okay with that because it's Halloween. Like, I'm not expecting a perfect thing here. There are a couple spots that I do want to take like a wet Q-tip and mark off these little extra marks that I didn't want on here. And it comes off so easy. To be honest, I actually don't want this. Now I'm just going to pretty it up with the spots I don't want. I did some extra lines here on it that I wanted before, but now I'm deciding after seeing it that I don't want them on there. And I'm just going to take, I think, a paper towel. It'd be easier. Sorry guys, I'm concentrating, so I'm not talking. Just kind of trimming it up a little bit, getting off the spots that I don't want. There, that looks a lot better. All right, now I think it's about time to do that other side. Like I said, some of that came up with that transfer, but that's gonna look pretty cool. Okay, now let me get this stuff out of the way. Now I'm gonna go to this other side. Oh my goodness, that got dirty too. I leave that wet transfer down there and the wet chalk got on my surface. Some of these spots. And that's awesome with our boards from Chalk Couture is that they are reusable. Our chalk paste is washable with only water, so it comes off really easy with paper towels or our board erasers that are available on my shop. The board erasers help get some of that ghosting and everything off of your surface so that you can reuse the surface and put different designs on it whenever you choose to. Alright, now I'm not sure, let me move the camera a little bit more so that you can see what I'm doing. Now I think that's about right. I'm going to move it over just a little bit. Alright, now we're going to do this other side. Load up your squeegee and start running that down through. Okay, I'm almost back over to this other side. Our last little bit here. Trying to look and see what I chalked and what I didn't on this to match. Kitty, I hear you. Yeah, I do. Sometimes I wish my cats were humans so I know what they're feeling and what they had to say. Does that make me a cat lady? Because I want to talk to my cats. I think it would be interesting to know what animals think. Have you ever thought about it? Okay. So, now let me take the extra off. Put that back into my jar. All right. And then I'm going to just put this back on the backer sheet and then clean it when we're done here. When I clean my transfers, I really just put them in my kitchen sink and use our board eraser and then get off the majority of the chalk paste on both sides. And then I lay it out flat and use what's that called? A disinfectant wipe on them. So like a Clorox wipe or something. Never use baby wipes because baby wipes have the extra oils and whatever else in it, you know, that make your skin so soft. We don't want to use those on our transfers. Okay. So, get another Q-tip out here. Wipe this other side. Alright, so I'm going to give that a little bit of a dry. I've got a hair dryer down here, so it's going to be loud for a minute. I'm going to give it a dry. And then we can start the center. Okay, so now let me get this other transfer out. This one's called Witches Go Riding, and when the new album came out and these were in it, this is one of the ones that I'd wanted the whole time. So I was really happy to get this one. This is going to be so cool. All right, let's get this back out, and we're going to peel this from the backer sheet and fuzz it too, just like we did before. Oh, and another thing I didn't let you know is that when we first use a transfer, we write on the backs of them. I'm going to put Witches Go Riding on this one. And then the other one I'll mark too, but I wouldn't get them confused right now. But if you ever have like several out for some reason at a time, you know what backer sheet goes for the transfers that you're trying to put away. And also it lets you know what side of that backer sheet to put your transfer on, because you want your transfer, once it's clean, you want it on the glossy side and not the dull side. You want to make sure it's fuzzed pretty good. Witches Go Riding is our C size transfer. All our transfers have letters A through E. A is our 5x7, and then it works up to the huge, oh, I think an E is, if I'm not mistaken, it fits the whole board. So if you're first starting out, my suggestion to you would be to get smaller transfers to start off with. They're a lot easier to handle. Okay. So let's get this lined up. I can't wait to hang this up already. Like, Halloween's tomorrow, but I'm still decorating. Does that make sense? And you just want to feel around and make sure that your silkscreen is totally flat, that you don't have any bumps underneath that transfer. Let's get our paste out and get them opened and mixed up. I think my plan is that I'm going to do all the stars silver. So that's that one. And then the white I'm going to do for the icons. So for the witch and the cat and the moon is going to be white. And then the orange and the pink, I'm going to alternate with the words. And I want to end up with orange being here for Halloween. So it's going to go orange, pink for the words, orange for the words here, pink and orange. Or something like that. We'll see how it goes. But that's the plan I've got in my mind. So let's get these all opened up. And get these stir sticks out. Oh, this raspberry sorbet pink is going to need some water. And I don't think my white is. My white looks good. My orange looks like it might need a little bit. This is a classic orange color, the orange peel. Another orange you could use for like fall or pumpkins would be our papaya. It's kind of an orange, but it's got more like it's kind of a darker orange. It had more of a burnt color. I don't know if I'd call it a burnt orange, but it is a little bit darker in shade. I just want to whip this around good, get all that water mixed. There's a tool that you can get on Amazon that I've seen some of them using, and I think it's actually like a paint mixer, and it helps get those little chunks out so it's not as chunky and it gets, you know, kind of creamy like you want it. Trying to get it a little bit smoother. It's not too bad though. I just wanted to give it a good mix. It's been a minute. And our shimmers, our shimmer pastes don't usually need a lot of maintenance. They're usually always good to go. But look at this sorbet. That needs help. So let's get some water in this one. Maybe it's time I check my pace and give them a little drink. Every now and then you want to do that. Maintain your pace. I think this is the thickest one I've ever had. Yikes. It's gonna need some work. And a lot more water. That sounds like a lot of water, but it's pretty thick, so you just got to keep on working with it. If it gets too hard and dried out, there's a technique that you can do where you take and put really hot water into it and let it sit for a couple minutes. You dump that water out and you give it a good stir, and you do that a couple, 2-3 times, however it needs it. Or you can put it in the microwave actually for just a very few seconds. I think it's like 5 to 10 seconds. Maybe 5, 6, 7 seconds. And you just keep on adding water and keep on stirring it up. It's getting there. Needs a little bit more water though. Poor baby, I feel bad for my raspberry sorbet. Are you getting dried out? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. And it's funny because for me not liking like pinks and purples very much, this pink doesn't bother me. It's actually one of my favorites. I'm surprised I haven't used more of it than what I have. You get a color because you really, really like it. and then you'll use it a couple times, and then you'll find a color that you really, really like, and then you'll go and move and use that color. And when you get to about, I don't know, I think I have 30 or 35 colors now. Some of them just sometimes get neglected. You can only use one at a time. Alright, we're getting close. We're getting real close. I think this should be the last mix. Oh no. I hope that don't give me trouble. Let's see if I can get that dried out. I got a little water on my transfer and I don't want that to happen. A little splash. So if you're watching this on YouTube, welcome YouTube people, and thank you for coming to watch my video. If you have any questions at all, please leave your questions in the comment section. If you need any other information than what you're hearing me talk about today, please reach out to me. My phone number is actually listed on my business page on Facebook too, if you want to text or call. Alright, I'm going to leave it alone now. Looks good. Now we're ready to start. And when I do this, now I'm going to have to start at the top because I'm going to have to just work on it a little as we go. And I'll do the top part and then I'll pull it down. It's called the paste and peel method. So I'll do a little bit, pull it down, let it dry just a couple seconds, and then I'll lay it back down. You'll see. And that's because I don't want that chalk to dry in my silk screen. All right. So, get these done. I don't know where to sit this stuff. And then I'm going to, what do we say? Orange, pink, orange, pink, orange. So we need orange next to do these words. Such a pretty color. So vibrant. And as you're watching this, if you could please hit your like button, give me hearts on Facebook, share it out to your friends, that would be the best thing. And also on Facebook, there's a spot for a review, I noticed. So if you could give me a review on Facebook, that also helps get the word out. If you enjoy my videos. Okay. I'm going to do this girl in white. Okay, now I'm going to take off the extra, and then I'm going to peel. And just peel gently. You don't have to be in a big rush about it. That is so, so cool. Oh my goodness. Do you know what this may look like in a black light? I'm going to have to get mine out and check it out. So I'm just giving it a few seconds to dry. I'm going to lay it right back down, and now the only thing that I am going to do now, it's just laying down, I'm going to make sure that the transfer's down in the part that I'm going to chalk next. I'm not going to push that down at all or touch it again. I'm just going to put down this star here and then the next part and make sure that it's all down in that area. Okay, now I'm going to get my pink going for this part. Raspberry sorbet. Makes me want raspberries. And just because this pink was so dried out before, I'm going to already peel that one just in case, because I don't want that one to get stuck in my transfer. Just because when I started off, that pink was pretty thick, so I don't want to trust it right now. Just going to lay that back down. Fix these couple stars. Pick up my silver. I don't have any comments. Nobody's come to say hi to me. I've been on here for 40 minutes. Where's everybody at? Not trick-or-treating tonight. But it is Friday night, so they're probably visiting. Let's see, and what are we doing? Orange again, right? We got orange and then white. Let's do our white cat. Now you'll see when I spread this on that my white has gotten kind of chunky at times, but this silk screen only allows what fits through the silk screen, obviously. So it separates those little chunks out, and so for the most part they don't give you any problems. Because you just scrape them right away. And eventually they'll all get smashed up or blended away. So your chalk is still good. It is still usable when you see that. Okay, so now I need orange. Where's my orange? There we go. Should have done this one in pink. That's all right. That's what I like about, this craft too, is that you make your own choices and decisions how you want your projects to be. You can make up anything in your imagination to go with your home decor or your Halloween decorations, Christmas, fall, even spring decor, anything while you're for your decorating needs. You can even make your own colors. And when I say that, I mean you can take 2 or 3 colors or whatever and make up your own colors. So if you need, you know, a darker color, add a little black. If you need a lighter color, add a little white. You can do, you don't have orange, you know, you can mix the yellow and the red. You just can't mix ink with chalk. It doesn't work like that. You can do chalk with chalk and ink with ink. All right. Now we're moving on down to this section. And so we have some silver stars. We have where our pink's gonna go. And I haven't decided. I think I'm gonna do these little things in white also. Or should I do those in silver? I think I'll do them in white. So let's do our pink. All right. And our silver. Got one little star by himself over here. Do many of you guys get into horror movies? I love horror movies. The bloodier the better in my eyes. I like being freaked out and creeped out. It's that whole kind of adrenaline thing it gives you. I would say that the movie Halloween, Michael Myers, he is the scariest. But I also can say I think that's my favorite, besides Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That was kind of creepy too. And I have all the Saw movies. So those are the horror movies I enjoy. I grew up with Friday the 13th. My parents' forgot to do the moon. My parents used to take me to the drive-in when I was little. I was probably, oh, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years old. And we would go to the Friday the 13th movies at the drive-in theater. I'd be in my pajamas, had my own speaker sitting on top of the car. A lot of kids today don't even know what that means. There's not very many drive-ins around anymore, I don't think. I sure miss it. It was a lot of fun going and getting snacks and sitting on your car. And I loved it. Had a blanket and a pillow. It's turning out amazing. I'm so glad I got this transfer and decided to do it like this. Okay, so the rest of the words are going to be in orange. And then we have these 2 silver stars. So I'm going to do the words first. Kind of got it close to the star. The tip of it might be orange, but that's okay. All right. Silver for the 2 stars, and we are done. Oh, I did end up getting orange in that one. Darn. Maybe if I move the silver around a little bit more, it won't show up as much. I don't know. Oh well. That's alright. Let me get all this chalk out of the way. And I will pull it up for the final reveal. You always want to pull from the center too and not from your corners because your transfer can stretch. And then it'll get all wonky. Ooh, just that word Halloween creeps me out because of the movie. Makes me want to watch it. They postponed the new one. Don't come out until next October now. Makes me sad. I was ready to watch it. I don't know if your theaters by you guys are open or not. Ours is, but now it's got limited hours. We're just putting this used transfer on the backer sheet in a decent way here so it doesn't get all messed up. And I'll wash it when we're done here. And there we go. When witches go riding, when witches go riding and black cats are seen, the moon laughs and whispers, 'tis near Halloween. So that is my creation tonight. I am going to set it up in a dark place with my black light and see what this looks like in a black light. I was hoping that I just touched that. The moon and the cat and the witch, I was hoping that they glow really good, and this green. So when I get that set up, I will surely take a picture and put it on my Facebook page. If you are watching from YouTube, please go to Facebook and find me. I put a lot of extra stuff. It's where I tell about all our restocks from our website. If you have not visited my website yet, I'm hoping you do go and see it because it has many, many, many fun things. We have try-me kits and house cutouts and I don't know. We have so many surfaces and boards, small and big and square, and all the colors that you can think of, all the accessories, anything. It is our fall winter catalog, so we have all our fall, Halloween, and Christmas. We had a Christmas holiday suite add-on that came in that launched, so they added on, I don't know, 20 some more transfers to choose from. We have Club Couture. Please check out about our Club Couture. It's our subscription club that you can join and get Happy Mail every month. That's about $20. There's a lot of different perks that go along with that. You would be considered our VIP customer, and there's so many details that I could get into about that. You can join my team. You can just buy and make your own projects. This is the most popular season for making projects and homemade gifts for family members, decorating your home, anything. If you need any questions answered, I'm always here. Find me on Facebook at Chalk Baby. Find me at Instagram at chalkbaby_cc, and find me on YouTube. I upload all my videos to my YouTube channel at Chalk Baby. So have a good night, and I will see you next time. Hopefully, let's see, what time is it now? It's 9:10, so it probably won't be tonight, but tomorrow I'm hoping to at least pull off another live for you guys with a great Halloween project. I hope you enjoy your night. Thank you. Bye-bye.